It's time for the Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The Trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Well, yeah, it's the Trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen. Shots of the Trucker John live stream, on a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time. The Trucker John live stream is gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest brother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John live stream is the best thing.
It's time for the Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen. It's time for the Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the Trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch him out, he's heading south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John.
Hello. Oh, it was on. I thought the mic was off the whole time, so I was probably making a bunch of noise the whole time. I don't know if that came through or not. I thought the mic was off. Anyhow, here we are. finally getting a show here. A House Sparks Hangout show. So here we are. Thanks for being here, guys. Jolie's here first in the chat there. Mike H is here. Good old Mike H. Don O'Leary. Good to see Don. Carrie C's here. Hello, Carrie. Thanks for being here. Roxanne Armfield is here. Tim Nelson is in the driver's lounge, I'm gonna call it. Roxanne says, "I'll be listening. I have to have some dinner." Absolutely. This have me playing, the dulcet tones of Trucker John playing in the background as you make dinner and eat dinner or have dinner. What more could you ask for? Bob LeBlanc says thumbs up. I don't know, what is it? Ears on. Hi and bye all. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, Bob. Good to see you. Tim Farrell's here. Good to see Tim. Carrie C. Did I say hi? Yeah, Carrie C. I said hi already. To Carrie C. Don O'Leary. Saying hi to Bob. Don't forget Blues Festival this weekend. Live from Rose's Lounge. That sounds like fun. Mic on. Yeah, my mic was on. And through that whole time, I had the AC going, and I was clanging stuff here. I was eating. I had some Pepsi. I was finishing up my sandwich. I made myself a really nice, really beautiful, the most beautiful ham sandwich you've ever seen. It wasn't chocolate. It wasn't chocolate cake, but it was a ham sandwich, and it was a beautiful ham sandwich. And some chips. I had barbecue chips, and they were probably really crunchy and loud. And you guys probably were hearing that. I don't know. Anyhow, Tim Nelson's here. Good to see Tim. So we got Tim Farrell and Tim Nelson. So the Tims are here, and there you go. That's about it. 12 watching, 12 thumbs up. So you guys are doing good. We're 12 for 12. So I can't ask for more than that. But anyhow, okay. So what did you guys think of the show? We had House Sparks. It went for about 3 hours. Over 3 hours. About 3 hours, yeah. About a 3-hour show. Let's see. I'm going to put a little graphic up. I didn't find anything new. Let me just scroll through here. Oh, I like this one. This is one of my favorites. There you go. Because this is what we need to know. We need to constantly just... I guess maybe you should get another one that says criminal or convicted felon. Because he's a criminal, and he's a convicted felon, and he's also a traitor. He's the biggest fucking traitor that there is, so don't forget that. So let's just have that up there, a constant reminder. This guy's a traitor, he's a criminal. He's piece of shit. Alrighty. Jolie says a ham sandwich like no one's ever seen before, the likes of which have never been seen. But it was good. It was good. Tim Farrell, we Tims are not related. No relation. That's right, no relation. Donald will be at the Rump rally. Are you saying you're going to be there, or are you asking me if I'll be there, or you're? I don't know. I haven't looked into it. But I will, if I can, I will. Bob LeBlanc, Rose's Lounge. Oh yes, the Chicago Blues, home of USA Blues. Yep, a world cultural classic. Really, Chicago music. Hello, at Jolie. Oh, Mike H. Dementia is real. It is real, and I believe that Trump is suffering from it. Jackie is saying hi to Carrie C. Jackie, hi, Trucker John, and everyone. Hello, Jackie. Good to see Jackie. Thanks for coming on over. Let's be hang out. We'll just hang out for like an hour or so. I'm not going to put you. I'm not going to do a 3-hour marathon, but we'll just kind of hang out. Just a little. kind of wind down from all that Sean Hannity, Donald Trump nonsense, Russell Brandon Jr. Oh God, it's just kind of overload. I mean, I love Hal, and I love watching the shows, and I appreciate all that he does, and really, continuing to just expose these buffoons for being the buffoons that they are. But I guess maybe I should take the traitor thing down, because I think we need to. I don't know. I think we need to kind of just mellow out for a little bit, kind of just kind of chill. This would be a good show if I had any pot to do a pot show, but I don't have any pot, so I haven't had any pot since that time when I got that free stuff at the dispensary that time. But this would be I just feel like this would be a good show for me to just light one up and get stoned. I don't know why. I just feel like this would be a good day for it. If ever there was a good day to get stoned, this might be the time. After going 3 hours of listening to fucking Trader Trump and his bullshit, I kind of feel like I need a joint or something. I might have to make a run. Just a dispensary run. Mike H., how about the border crisis? How about that border crisis? What fucking crisis? Crisis? What crisis? The crisis is in your head, Mike. There's no fucking crisis. Okay? There's problems we have to deal with. Just as we've been dealing with it ever since that border has been in existence. All right? It's not a crisis. It's something that can be dealt with. And Joe Biden's trying to do it. And the Democrats, and actually a lot of Republicans. There's a bipartisan border bill sitting there ready to be signed. But Donald Trump put the, what do you call it? What is it? When you stop something, he put the, you guys know what I'm trying to say. He put the kibosh, no, whatever it was. He quashed it. He put the kibosh on it. And so now Biden has to do an executive order to try to do something. So there's no crisis. There's problems, yeah, there's issues, there's things that need to be dealt with, and it can be dealt with. But Donald Trump just doesn't want it to be dealt with right now, because he doesn't want to make it look like it gives a victory to Biden and to the Democrats. That's how selfish he is. That's how much your beloved Donald Trump loves this country, that he's willing to let this crisis go on for another 5 months or whatever it is. Actually, even longer, because if he were to win, he wouldn't take office until January. Maybe if he won, he would release Mike Johnson and let him bring the bill up or whatever before January. But he loves this country so much, so much, that he's willing to let this crisis linger on for another 5 or 6 months. That's how much he loves this country, Mike H. And whatever. Don O'Leary, he forgot to say caravan. Yeah. Mike H. Oh, it's not a crisis. Yeah, it's not. It's not a fucking crisis. You're a crisis. Big Hook says, love the House Sparks Technical Difficulties song. I laughed really hard. Really, really, really hard. How hard did you laugh? Big Hook. And then you're supposed to go, I laughed so hard that I shit my pants or something. I don't know. Mike H., is Trump president right now? No. That's right, he's not. Okay. Yeah, he's not the president. That's a good one, Mike. So I guess we just blame Mike Johnson. You have heard about the border bill, right? You do know about it, right? It's a bipartisan bill. It has all kinds of really, Republican Party wish list type of things in it. And the Democrats came down and they agreed to it. And it's all it has to do is Mike Johnson just has to bring it up for a vote in the House. And it'll pass the Senate and Joe Biden will sign it. Okay, so it's not the Democrats and it's not Joe Biden that's preventing that bill from being brought up to be signed. It's Mike Johnson. And believe me, it's on the orders of Donald Trump. But so you can believe whatever you want to believe. You can live in whatever little fantasy world you want to live in. I don't really give a fuck. Big Hook spittle required. Spittle required. Big Hook. Trump just thinks he is president. I don't remember Trump conceding. No, Trump knows he's not president. That's why he looks like shit. Because he knows he's going down. His whole world is collapsing around him. He's going to go to prison. The only thing that will save him, the only thing, is if he wins in November, and he's not going to win. All right? We're not going to let it happen. We're going to have a big blue wave. It's going to be November, and Biden's going to beat him by 10 million votes. So we just got to vote, though. We just got to make sure we vote. I have to emphasize that because, that's the thing. You got to get out and vote. Those votes aren't going to get sent in by themselves or whatever. You got to go and drop them off or mail them in or whatever it is. Tim Farrell, is Trump president? I don't know. I'm trying to do the sound. What kind of question is that? Everyone knows it's Obama. Yeah, Obama's the man behind the scenes, yeah. Don O'Leary says Langford voted against this time's surprise. I don't know who Langford is. So. Scott Houghton says, new here, like what I see. Thank you very much. Yeah. Just gaze upon this magnificence. Scott Houghton, good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm just joking around. I'm being silly. But hey, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you hit the like button for me and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'm trying to grow the channel. We're up to 1,780 something, and maybe someday we'll hit 1,800. But yeah, good to see you, Scott. Big Hook says, hi, Jolie. So when do we start a turtle addiction support group? I think Jolie needs to just start doing daily little videos, because so far I've only seen the one. She did one video. I really want to see. I would like to see just a daily update of the turtle. Doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Just, I don't know, a minute, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes of the turtle swimming around, looking all cute. So get on that, Jolie. We want to see some turtle. What was the name of the turtle again? Franklin or something? Named after Franklin County, Ohio? No. Andrew Petrie's here. Says, hi, John. All the best from Vancouver Island. Thank you, Andrew, for being here. Good to see you, as always. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me on the way in. Big Cook says, I second that, John. Yeah, we want to see some updates. I think if I'm correct, there's only been the one, right? So we need a daily dose of Franklin. I think, is it Franklin? Am I saying the name? I hope I got the name right. Give me 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I don't need a 3-hour montage or whatever. Janelle Walker says, cute. Jolie says, I actually did make a Franklin video today. Well, did you post it? Because, you know, if you do post it, can I get a notification or something? Do you get notifications? Andrew Petrie, hi. Jolie, hi. Hi, sunshine. Hello, sunshine. Hello, sunshine. Anyhow, as far as going over to see Trump, I don't know if I'll be able to or not. But just to let you know, to do a temperature check. Oh, the temperature just dropped. It went from 107 to 106. So we might be cooling down. We might have hit our peak. I don't know. We may have hit our high temperature. It was supposed to get to 109. I don't know if we hit it. Or actually, it says 111 now. But I got to think we are on the downward slope. I think the sun is almost going down. So I don't know if we hit that 111 today or not. Truth be told, I have not set foot out of this apartment all day long. I've had the AC going. I'm like, I'm not going outside. I did open the door once. And then, like, this wave of heat came in through the door, and I shut the door as fast as I could. I'm like, I'm not going out there. I'm not letting this heat into my apartment because my apartment is nice and cool. And I'm just like, fuck it. So I stayed in the whole time. But someday I will have to step out. But maybe I'll wait until it cools down a little bit. But yeah, we're actually down to 106 now. I guess we hit 100. I think we hit 111, but according to my watch. Andrew Petrie says, I was watching Merck. 10 minutes of talking about Scott Ritter. Enough. I was out. I don't know who Merck is. Merck. I don't know who that is, but yeah, the Scott Ritter. There's only so much you can take of that guy too. I know, and Hal had a big thing on him. Was it yesterday? I think that's enough. I've had enough of that piece of shit. Mike H. Yellow's got me. How about inflation? What about inflation? It's coming down, and it is the lowest. We have the lowest inflation of all. What, the G20 or the top 20 or all these countries that are having much higher inflation. So our inflation is lower than everybody else's, and it's coming down. It's trending down. That's a good sign, isn't it? Are you happy about that, or are you just here to bitch, just kind of bitch about all the right-wing talking points and bring, that's fine. Yeah, inflation. A lot of it's greedflation. A lot of it's shrinkflation. Corporations are making the biggest profits they've ever made in the history of profits. They're making tons of money, these big corporations and companies. So I would say look at them. If you're trying to blame Biden, I don't know. Blame the corporations that are gouging, because they're making a hell of a lot of money. And when they don't really have to make that much. They could lower their prices and still make a hell of a lot of money. I talk good. So okay, next one. Bring on the next one, Mike H. So far you're 0 for 2. I'm kicking your ass. Big Hook says you're officially a homebody. Yeah. Hey, Sehaw's here. Yeah, but it's a dry heat. What's the monthly electric bill? Well, you know what? My electric bill did go up. Because usually my bill is like $20-$30. My last bill is shot up to like $120. And so I've decided to sort of put my thermostat up a little bit, but still it's nice and cool in here. So we'll see if I can, I don't want to get all of a sudden like a $200 or $300 bill or something, but so yeah, I went up to 120 for I guess it was May. Because we're just now in June. I haven't got the June bill yet. But I'm kind of watching, making sure I don't run them too much, and and put the thermostat up a little bit higher, but it's still very, very nice and cool and comfortable in here. So, but yeah, it's something to watch out for. Big Hook, Scott Ritter, the pedo-Russian apologist. Yeah, just an asshole. Hey, Deanne, Tronsdale's here. I'm happy it's coming down. Hey, Deanne, good to see you. You're happy the temperature's coming down? Yeah, now let's see, where are we at now? Are we still at 106? Yeah, we're still at 106. But it should be hopefully on its way down. I think we're supposed to have an overnight low. I think it says 83. 83. So it's still, that's better than being at 100 degrees overnight. So we get some sort of relief, a little bit of relief. I like it when it cools down into the 70s. Then that's a pretty nice evening. But anyhow, it's going to cool down to 83. Mike H. Corporations are supposed to make money. Duh. Did you not hear what I said, Mike? Did you not hear what I said? Do you have a fucking hearing problem? And if you do, I feel sorry for you. Nothing against hearing problems. I don't know sign language. Maybe, is there a way you can put on the what do you call it? So the words come out on the screen. What do you call that thing? Can you put that on? Can you turn that on? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're having a hard time hearing me. I don't know. Or is my mic? My mic is on, right? I said the corporations are gouging you, you stupid motherfucker. They're gouging you. That's why we have inflation. In big part. There's other reasons too. It's mainly because of the gouging. They can still make a fucking hell of a lot of money and not have their prices be as high as they are. They could lower their prices and still make money, you stupid motherfucker. I had to say it loud because apparently you have a hard time hearing. Stupid fuck. Tim Farrell says Steve Bannon is going to prison. If he drops the soap, everyone will run screaming fire in the hole. What's he going to do, 4 months? That motherfucker should be in prison for years, as far as I'm concerned. Alvin Stube is here. I didn't know you were on. Hello, Trucker John. Well, you found us. I'm glad you found us. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Andrew Petrie, when was the last time you went surfing? Probably about 50 years ago. Janelle Walker saying hi to everybody. Donald Leary, unplugged microwave coffee pot. Deanne Thompson, inflation is coming down. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, glad it's coming down. That's what it was. Okay. I thought you were talking about the temperature. Yeah, I'm glad it's coming down too, Deanne. Yes. It's coming down. We're on a downward trajectory on that. Midas Kevin Anderson says, hey, Janelle, I'm getting my snapback hat tomorrow. Okay, that's good to know. Tawada 106, Bannon dropping the soap isn't even a category on Pornhub. Andrew Petrie says, needed to make you smile. Oh, yeah. That did make me smile because I'm not a surfer, but I did try it when I was a teenager. I think a couple times. I was horrible at it because I just was never very athletic. See, I have a cousin, and we're like exactly the same age. We're one month apart in age, and my cousin was very athletic, and we both had the same amount of experience, I think, surfing, which was like 0. And I think we were at the beach one time and we rented some surfboards. And my cousin was able to actually get up on the board and actually surf for, I don't know, 30 seconds or 45 seconds before he fell off, and I couldn't even stand up. I mean, I would try to stand up on the board, and then maybe last like 2 seconds or something before I fell off. It was just, it was horrible. It was, I mean, I was terrible. And my cousin actually, I think a few times he actually kind of rode a wave a little bit, like, maybe more than 30 seconds, maybe like a minute or something. So that just shows you, he's a pretty athletic guy, and he could pick it up really quickly. Me, now I'm not very athletic. Now, if I had kept at it and practicing for hours and hours every day and had done it day after day after day, I'm sure I could have gotten to be somewhat, proficient or something. But never really. I could never be good. Like my cousin, he might have been who knows? He could have been a really good surfer because he's a really good athlete. So, but that was back when we were teenagers, and I don't think I've been on a surfboard since then. Since my early teens, like. Closed captions say hi. Yes, yeah, whatever it is. Closed captions, and Rob Saunders is here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Rob. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. 20106, always a surfer, but I don't like getting nibbled by sharks. No, I would not like that either. Andrew Petrie, like me and water skiing. Fuck that, it hurts. I was never a very good water skier either, surprisingly. Mike H, blame it on the companies gouging you beta male, whatever the fuck that means. Whatever, Mike. You can live in your little right-wing world. I hope you're happy. Live in your little bubble, your little make-believe world. That's, as long as you're happy, dude. Rob Saunders says, Hal has a ticket to the ex-president's Blabberfest in Vegas. That's what I heard, and I wonder if it's too late if I could get one, because I would love to go and do one of those videos where you interview maggots. I would love to do that. So, and I forgot to Google that. I should Google, how to get a ticket. Let me do that real quick. I guess I can do it right now. What's stopping me from doing it right now? Nothing. Nothing is stopping me, man. Nothing. Let's see here. I'm going to say, I don't know, how to get tickets to Trump rally. Is it rally? In Las Vegas. Let's see if that brings anything up. Let's see, it says President Donald J. Trump to hold rally in Las Vegas, Nevada. You may only register up to 2 tickets per mobile number per event. All tickets are subject to first come, first serve. Sunset Park. Oh, I know where that is. See, it's not a park. He always does parks because he can't get a venue. Okay, I'm going to put in my name. I'm doing it, folks. Here I am. I'm on here. I'm putting in my name. It's a little sign-up thing. Putting in my email. Putting in my phone number. And, my zip code. My state, Nevada. I'm in Nevada. How many tickets? I really only need one. And I'm not a robot. Stairs. Okay. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Is that all the stairs? I think so. Register. Oh, shit. I have to go. I was afraid that maybe it ended the thing, but it didn't. I'm sure Mike H was really worried for a minute there because I know he loves being here and being yelled at. Okay, we're back. So I did it. There was problems with your submission. Errors have been highlighted below. Invalid verification code. What? It was not. Okay, it might go off again. The message takes 5 minutes to arrive. Resend. I did the right code? How could it be an invalid code? Guys, I might have to go out for a second here. Okay, it went through that time. Thank you for confirming your RSVP. You will receive more information before the event. And I do see a text came through, it looks like in our email. Well, I'll mess with that later because I don't want to keep, interrupting the thing. All right, so it looks like I'm getting a ticket to go to the Trump rally. So you're going to have the team, Sparks Fowler. I wonder who else will be there. I'm gonna bring my gimbal and my phone there, and I'm gonna interview some maggots. I wonder if I should do it live. Do it live. I should do it live, right? Instead of doing it like as a video, I should do it live. So look forward to that, guys. I think it's on Sunday, right? Is it on Sunday? Let's see. I got a text message. It says, confirmed. We look forward to you joining President Trump in Las Vegas on 6/9. 9. What did it say? It's the 6th, 7, 8, 9. So that's Sunday. This will act as your ticket for the event. That's my ticket. That confirmation text. It's a text. It's not even an email. That's my ticket. All right, whatever. Whatever, man. Let's see. I got something else here. And I got an email. Let's see what the email says. Events. Here it is. Trump, Make America Great Again 2024. You are confirmed. Thank you for registering for tickets for President Donald J. Trump to hold a rally in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sunday, June 9th, 12 p.m. That's 12 noon. It is supposed to be 105 degrees on that day. Doors open at 9 a.m. Event location, Sunset Park. I know exactly where that is, so I am confirmed. I'm going to wear one of my trucker t-shirts and one of my trucker hats, because I don't have any MAGA gear, but I'll wear my trucker shit and I'll probably blend right in. Mike H., you're a rebel. I take that as a compliment, Mike H. Hey, Mike, make sure you watch Sunday, because I'm going to go live from the Trump event. Okay? So make sure you watch me, all right, Mike? As much as I yell at you, call you names, you still need to follow me, like me and subscribe me, share me, and watch that live stream. It's going to be fucking awesome. It's gonna be off the hook, guys. It's gonna be off the hook. Me and Hal Sparks are gonna be down there amongst the maggots. So you guys got to check it out. Rob Sanders, do a head count. They'll claim it was 100,000. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna be, videoing the crowd. We'll see how many he gets. I've always wanted to do that. So I'm kind of excited. John C. Says, if you have money in Arizona, you get to have air conditioning to listen to Trump lie to you. Okay. What's the capacity? It's just a big park. I don't know. It's just a big. Who knows what the capacity is? It's just a big park that you take your kids to go play in, right? And it's not even. There's nothing there. I mean, it's just this big grassy park. I think there's some soccer fields, and maybe some softball fields. I don't know. I've just driven by, and I've actually picked up people there from Ubering or dropped them off there for like I think there was like soccer events going on and stuff. So it's just a big grassy park. I mean, I guess you could stick 100,000 people in there. It's pretty big acreage wise. But we'll see. Golf Marine says, be a good riffraff. TJ, yeah, I'll be a good riffraff. To what? Leather jacket. I'm not wearing a leather jacket. I'm wearing a t-shirt. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt and a cap, ball cap here, and some sneakers, so I can sneak up on people. Well, so I'm looking forward to that. I got to make sure I get there. It opens at 9. I should get there at 9. I wonder if I'll run into Hal. Maddie says, don't let their rabies affect you, John. Oh, yeah. Big Hook, you need a drone. Yeah, I wish I had a drone. That would be cool. Fancy's here. Hey, Fancy. Never fear, Fancy is here. Fancy says, he had a crowd waiting outside in Arizona and people are passing out from the heat, I hear. Better make sure I bring me some water. James Jaramillo says, I'm back. We had a little disagreement before, but that's what makes us better people, right? Hey, James Jaramillo, if we did, I don't remember it because I have so many disagreements with so many people, but I hold no animosity or anything like that. And I know sometimes I can be an asshole. Just ask Mike H. He'll tell you, or Wes, or WW, or anybody like that. I can be an asshole. So I'm glad you're back, James. I'm glad you're back, and I hope you'll stay. Gino Maynard's here. Greetings to Gino. Jeff Curry's here. Jeff Curry says Trump said kids can't play soccer or ball games anymore because immigrants are living in the fields. Well, we'll see. I'll see when I'm there. I've never seen any. I mean, we do have homeless people. I don't know if they're immigrants or not. We do have a homeless population here in the Vegas and Henderson area. That's for sure. I don't know. I haven't really seen them camping out on the ball on the ball fields. They're usually basically they're all around my apartment complex. Janelle says that's going to be fun. Steve says, how do we get money out of politics? Oh, you want to come in with a serious question? We're having all this fun, Steve. I don't know. Well, we passed campaign finance reform laws where we have public financing, and you put limits, and you put you put limits on spending, and you shorten up the campaign season. Okay. John C's here. The comment went dead. 13 people fainted in the heat waiting for Trump in Arizona. Really? Wait a minute. 13 people died waiting for Trump. I'm gonna Google that. Not that I don't believe you, but this is the first time I'm hearing it. This is the first time hearing of 13 people dying. Let's see here. I'm going to put, did people die? Whoops. I wish I could type. Waiting for Trump. Damn it. For Trump. In Arizona. This says 11 Trump rally attendees sent to the hospital due to Arizona heat. 11 people sent to the hospital. This was 3 hours ago. Trump rally held in Phoenix. In Phoenix, I think, is even hotter than here, though. But it doesn't say anything about dying. It says a dozen people were hospitalized. I don't see any reports of dying. I'm trying to find the latest one. Here's 2 hours. Here's 1 hour ago. So he's in Phoenix now, huh? Or today. It just says 11 people taken to hospital due to heat exhaustion ahead of Phoenix Trump rally. Nearly a dozen people have been taken to the hospital due to heat exhaustion. I don't see any reports of anyone dying. There's one of the guy says people are being carried off on stretchers. But here's 32 minutes ago. Here's 30 minutes ago. This is a video. Let's see. Here's a video from 12 News. I guess that's a Phoenix news station.
We start tonight with Decision 2024. Thousands of supporters gathered at former President Donald Trump's rally at Dream City Church in North Phoenix this afternoon. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 6. I'm Patty the Divine.
I'm Jonathan McCollin tonight for Mark. Today's record-breaking heat, though, creating some serious health problems for the folks who were attending. 12 News has live team coverage of the former president's visit to the Valley this Thursday. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly was there speaking to that large crowd of folks who showed up, and Chase, some folks had to be taken away to the hospital.
Jonathan Creepy, that's right. Phoenix firefighters actually had to set up a small triage in this shaded area right here next to the church. Officials with the fire department tell us they had to transport 11 people to the hospital as a precaution for reported cases of heat exhaustion. Now, speaking with a few folks out here, they said that they actually left because of the heat, but the majority of people said they weren't going to let the weather get in the way of them hearing from Donald Trump.
But I'm thrilled to be back in beautiful Arizona.
Former President Donald Trump was welcomed.
All right, so that's enough of that. Okay, so fortunately, no one died, as far as I know. But that report said 11 people were. So he's in Phoenix now, or today? Oh, let me turn this down. I would imagine the same's going to happen on Sunday. So I don't know. I might not hang out there too much. If it's too hot, I might leave. But maybe I'll get there early. Maybe I can get some video of people, you know. So anyhow, Rob Saunders, hope you're doing well. Hugger Greeter's here, I guess. Okay, there's Teresa. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I was just momentarily, I was watching that video. I was trying to find out. People were saying that people died today, but no one died, as far as I know, as far as the reports. But a lot of people got sick from heat exhaustion. Michael McAndrews is here. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Says, I got heat stroke one time, knocked me out. Gatorade saved me. Yeah, you need those electrolytes, I guess, right? Jeff Curry says, Jolie's son had show last night. He had no idea he had cut his hand on something. Pick afterwards, his shirt and face covered in blood. Wow. That must have made for a good show. Everyone's like, yeah, he's really into it, man. Lucky Breeder, Rob Saunders, I am fine. Hope you're doing well too. Fancy, I can't take the heat. They cook so Mish Jolie is accepting memberships for the Franklin Turtle fan club and will give daily updates. We are expecting daily videos now, Jolie. But I hope you know that. Like I say, it doesn't have to be elaborate. It's just a 3-second little clip of cuteness. That's all we need to help us get us through the day, Jolie. A 30-second clip of cuteness. Janelle says, be careful of truckers run. Yeah, not only do I have to be careful of the maggots, I got to be careful of the heat. Matthew Hannon here, Brondo saves. I don't know what that means, but thank you for being here, Matthew. Good to see you. Hope you give me that like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. Let's get up to 1,800. We're so close to 1,800 subs. So can we get there? Can we do it? Can you do it? Mike H., I want you to subscribe and make sure all your buddies subscribe over there at Malloy, right? Get that Malloy bunch over here, man. Tell them to sub Trucker John. I subbed to Mike Malloy. I bought one of his goddamn t-shirts, so... Mike, if you're still here, you might not even be here. Well, so you may have left. I don't know. Let's see. Jeff Curry, Jolie, I have to suspect stage diving was involved. Could be. Roxanne Arfield, I'm back. How was dinner? Weren't you listening? Wasn't I in the background? Jolie says, I posted a new one at Trucker John. Okay, I will be looking for it. Matthew Hannon, I like you stream. Me likey too. Thanks, Matthew, for being here. Minus Kevin, can you dig it? Steve Sayers, is Bannon going to jail? Yes, he is. July 1st. Everybody, circle the date on your calendars. Steve Bannon is going to jail. They say, was it Nicole Sandler or somebody said he's going to be supposed to be out 4 days before the election. So I guess around November 1st. Somehow that just doesn't seem long enough. But hey, get what you can get, I guess. Fancy says he has to turn himself in by July 1st. Andrew Petrie, Roxanne Arfield, you're late. No excuse, 10 minutes in the quarter face in. Remember that shit in 1978? Well, Roxanne was here, but had to go get some dinner. And I don't blame her. I mean, I would not miss dinner for me either. Billy Kid 73, Bannon goes to jail, 7124. Everybody, maybe we should all have a toast on that day of our favorite beverage, our favorite, edible or whatever, Rob Saunders says, Bannon has to report July 1st. The ex-president isn't happy about it, though. Well, too bad, huh? Too bad, poor ex-president. Jeff Curry, July 1st should be fireworks day. Well, it will be a few days later. Michael Begandros, keep Bannon in jail. Yeah, they should just keep him in there. Janelle, no, lock him up longer, that nasty, icky piece of shit. Big Hook says, Catholic nuns administered the strap on hands for punishment. Okay. Thanks for that random thought. James Jaramillo, Andrew Petrie, I interject, only 5 seconds. Only 5 seconds. Roxanne Everett, good evening, Jackie, James Jaramillo, Rob Saunders. At Jeff, it's Fireworks Day in Canada. Oh, it's Canada Day celebration. So you guys will be having fireworks on the day that Bannon goes into the Huskow or whatever. It's amazing how those guys even get listened to, The Bannons and the Alex Joneses of the world, and even like Glenn Beck. It's amazing how much the following those guys have, and they're just completely fucking nuts, right? They're just batshit crazy, and they get huge followings. It's just kind of amazing. Whereas you get a regular kind of salt of the earth kind of guy like myself, I guess. But hey, I love that you guys are here. I love having my chatters, my trucklers. 1,788 or whatever it is. Let's get to 1,800. Mish, can I, such a Julie, can I be your VP of the fan club? I'm just waiting for merch now. I'm waiting for Franklin the Turtle t-shirts, caps, and coffee mugs. I'm waiting for that. I'll be in line to buy one. Jeff Curry, he's gonna smell bad with 4 jumpsuits on. He smells bad anyway, but yeah, it'll just be even that much worse. It'll be 4x worse. Andrew Petrie says, what? It isn't Fireworks Day in Canada. Oh. I was just reading what they said. Don't blame me. Just blame those guys. Jolie says, yes, Mish. Roxanne says, Andrew Petrie, laughing out loud. I was way out of school in 1978. 1978, yeah. I graduated in 79. Class of 79 is fine, baby. I don't know. I don't know why I'm dancing. Well, not that I was dancing, but, you know. Whatever that was. Jeff Curry says, Rob, I'd ask you, but Jolie is working on Canada to bring us Strange Brew 2. Strange Brew. Strange Brew. Matthew Hannon says, you got me into Wild Cherry Pepsi, no sugar. Went to store today. They only had Coke Cherry, no sugar. It's kind of meh. I'm used to it. Well, this one is full sugar. I got the Wild Cherry Pepsi, but this is like the real deal. I don't do none of that fake or no sugar shit. This is, you know, full of sugar. Because I'm a sugar addict. What can I say? I'm a sugar addict. Big Hook says the McKinsey Brothers rule. Take off, eh? Hugger Greeter, yes, Canada Day is July 1st. Looked it up. Thank you. Because that saves me from having to do it. Scully! Scully's in the house. Scully is in the driver's lounge. Trucker! Hey, Scully, thanks for popping in. Scully Pop, ASMR. Good to see you. Mike H, what was the truffle shuffle? I don't know, Mike. What? I don't have no idea. I don't have no idea. I have no idea, Mike H, what the truffle shuffle is. Sorry for yelling at you earlier, by the way. I feel bad now. I called you names. I called you MFer and everything. That was uncalled for. I feel bad. I apologize, Mike. I don't apologize, like, as far as our differences and opinions on things, but I do apologize for calling you names. That was bad of me. And I'm glad you're still here. And I don't know what the truffle shuffle is. Probably something that you set me up for. Matthew says, too hard for me. What, the sugar? I'm just, like I said, I'm just a sugar addict. So, I gotta have me some sugar. Sugar. Ooh, oh, honey. Whatever it is. Jeff Curly says, Dollar General here was Cherry RC. I used to like good old RC. I don't remember ever having Cherry RC. But RC Cola was a good brand, like if for some reason you couldn't find Coke or something, or Pepsi, or it was just cheaper. But for being a cheaper thing, it was still very, very good quality, I think. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm dealing in soda here. Mish says, Janelle Walker, yes, Franklin is on his way to be a top-notch influencer. I can just see it now. Franklin is going to go, you know, like here I am, I'm scratching and clawing, I'm trying to get 1,800 subs. Franklin's going to get like 1 million. I can see it. Jolie, I think you got something there. I think you better start designing your merch right now, because everyone's going to want Franklin t-shirts and coffee mugs. Hugger Greeter, I gave up soda, coffee, and anything sugar-free. No more, could not handle it, and it's the best. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, I should too. But, you know, sugar, it's a hell of a drug, man. I don't even know if it is a drug. Roxanne Arfield, Jeff Curly, is RC still around? I don't know. It's been a long time since I had an RC Cola, but I remember I used to really like RC Cola. Fancy says the truffle shuffle is the fat kid from the Goonies when they make him shake his belly. Oh, okay. That's probably what I was doing. Okay, Mike, I get it. I get you. Yeah, I think I was doing the truffle shuffle. Yeah. Good call, Mike. Good call. Jeff Curry says, Roxanne, yes, but the cherry has been gone for a few years. When I saw it back on shelves, the entire store heard me yell, hell yes! Hugger Greeter, I used to like RC soda, not anymore. Well, I buy these Pepsi Wild Cherries because I feel like I don't really have a whole lot of vices, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like I allow myself this because I don't really do a lot of stuff, or anything, so. James Jaramillo says, hard to say, it didn't take long for everyone to turn on Hillary after Comey reopened the email case. He screwed Hillary out of the election. Well, yeah, that was a big part of it. Absolutely. That did not help. Rob Saunders says, Canada will be 157 years old on July 1st. I saw the 100th celebration on Parliament Hill in Ottawa in 1967. Wow. They grow so fast, don't they? They grow up so fast, these countries. Rob Saunders says, Roxanne, so did something, there's skits on SCTV was must see. Oh, for Bob and Tom and all that stuff. McKenzie Brothers. Take off, eh? Hose head. There you go, hose head. Hugger Greeter, coffee, soda, and sugar-free affected my UTI track. It's horrible, a nightmare. Oh yeah, I don't do sugar-free. I mean, I'm either gonna do sugar, or what I meant was I don't do like artificial sweeteners. I'm either gonna do the real thing, or just nothing at all. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna do. Like I used to do Splenda, and then I was doing this stevia for a while. Stevia. I never used the pink packets because I heard those cause cancer. But I don't even do any of that. So it's either I usually just do real sugar or no sugar at all. Matthew Hanna says people hated Hillary. Well, I'm not one of those people. I loved Hillary. And I think she would have made a great fucking president. And I don't know. I think people who hated Hillary were getting some bad intel. They were getting misinformation, disinformation. And it's unfortunate. Because I think she would have been one hell of a president. Certainly a hell of a lot better than Trump. No doubt. No doubt about it. In my book. Matthew Henry, she was non grata from start. Well, for you, maybe, Matthew, but not for me. I mean, I was a Bernie guy. I like Bernie. I voted for Bernie in the primary, and I've said this a million times. But when he lost the primary and Hillary won, and she became the nominee, I was fully on board, and I was fully happy and ready and willing and looking forward to a Hillary Clinton presidency, especially going up against Trump. It wasn't like she was going up against someone who was decent. I knew Trump was a piece of shit. I knew he was a piece of shit since the 80s when he was in those Inquirer stories that Pecker kept putting him in. I knew he was a piece of shit since then. So why the fuck would I think he was any good in 2016? And then just hearing his campaigning and the debates and his rallies and stuff leading up to 2016, that I don't know how anyone thought that was a better choice than Hillary. They just weren't listening. All they were listening to was the propaganda, apparently. They weren't listening to the actual things that were going on. in the speeches and the rallies and the the campaign. They weren't listening to that. They were just listening to Alex Jones and Glenn Beck and Sean Hannity, saying that Hillary was sick and dying and or whatever, So I'm one of the people that was very, very looking forward to Hillary winning and Hillary Clinton presidency. Matthew, I voted for Hillary for Senate in 2006. So you voted for her for Senate, but you didn't like her as president. What happened between 06 and 16? And I don't know. James Jaramillo, yes, RC is still around. I get it at my local liquor store. Yeah, I like RC. It's good. Scully Pop says, all right, we're going to the store. Catch you later. Hey, thanks, Scully, for popping in. Good to see you. And I'll see you around in the YouTube verse. Rob Saunders, John Candy was a Jim on SCTV. Missed that guy. Yeah, he was a great guy. He was funny, and he just seemed like a really sweet guy, Hugger Greeter says, that would be my two sisters. They could not stand Hillary Clinton. Imagine that, huh? Well, yeah, if they're Trumpers or maggots or right-wingers, I can understand it. But there's a lot of people that really weren't that. I mean, they're like, I don't understand the Bernie bros that couldn't vote for Hillary. That's what I don't understand. I mean, your guy didn't. Here's how easy the Bernie butthurt really screwed the country. Yeah, I don't. That's what I don't get it. The Bernie butthurt. Okay, so your guy didn't win. He put up a really good campaign. I voted for the guy. I bought a T-shirt. I'm trying to find what happened to the T-shirt. I would wear it on the show. I don't know what happened to it. I have a Bernie T-shirt somewhere. Somehow I lost it. I don't know. But how do you lose a T-shirt? I don't know. But anyhow, but I voted for the guy. I love the guy. I think he's a great guy. But I was like, hey, Hillary won. She's the nominee. I'm going to vote for the fucking nominee of my party. So I don't understand these Bernie bros. I really don't. They have no concept of, at least at that time, hopefully they've learned their lesson. They had no concept of like, if they either switched and they voted for, if some of the Bernie bros, they voted for Trump, which is mind-boggling, because they're about as opposite as you can get between Trump and Bernie Sanders. There's nothing in common with those two. Or they didn't vote at all, which hurt Hillary. So, I mean, it's just like, what would you rather have? You can talk all the shit you want about Hillary, but when you put Hillary up next to Donald Trump, how could you? I don't know how you think that Trump was better, a better choice. Now, especially, I think in 2020, we saw that a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, oops, I really fucked up. That was a mistake," and that's why Biden kicked his ass. So, Matthew Hannon, Bernie bros weren't Dems. I guess so, because maybe I'm not a Bernie bro. I was a Bernie supporter, and like I said, I voted for him. But I've been a lifelong Democrat, so I guess since I didn't go down with the ship, I guess I'm not a Bernie bro. Andrew Petrie, I miss Ross Perot. Yeah, the man who made his billions off of government contracts, and then shit talks the government. I think. Hey, Margot's here. Misogyny. Oh, yeah, Margot, thanks for that. Yeah, I guess about Hillary, right? But they just couldn't vote for Hillary. Hugger Greener says at Mike H, but Trump doesn't. You're good. I guess, did I miss a Mike H pearl of wisdom? Oh, there's Mike H. Biden has dementia. Okay, Mike, look, I apologize to you, and I made gee, I'm not going to call you names, but you've already said that. Now I remember, Mike, that's kind of your habit. Is like you like to get a talking point, whatever it is. What about inflation? What about the crisis at the border? Biden has dementia, and then you just repeat that over and over again. And if you're going to keep just doing that, then you really aren't. I know you're not really serious. Let's put it that way. And I'll just stop responding to you. I'll just ignore you. I'll just give you the cold shoulder or whatever. But if you want to have like a regular conversation, because I mean, saying that Biden has dementia, is basically a right-wing Sean Hannity talking point. It has there's no merit to it. There's no basis of fact. It's just, the right wing just trying to dirty up Biden. Biden is not in dementia. But we do see signs of Trump. I mean, Trump falling asleep in his fucking trial. He's in a trial where he's facing 34 felonies. Very serious, right? I mean, wouldn't you, if you were in court and you were looking at 34 felonies, would you somehow manage to stay awake? Would that be the most? Would that be the most like, I don't know, scary or intense thing you've probably gone through in a long time? I mean, there are other things, maybe like if you're in war and bullets are going past around your head, that would probably be more intense and more scary. But being in a courtroom facing 34 counts and you're falling asleep, what is that about? Is that dementia? What is that? I don't know if it's dementia, but there's, you and the right wingers, you don't want to bring that up, do you? You don't talk about Trump sitting in court and shitting in his diaper and falling asleep. Somehow that's okay or normal, or you just refuse to acknowledge it. But you want to keep saying that Biden has dementia based on nothing. You base it on nothing. Other than some doctored clips that you might see over on Rumble. Yeah, dementia is real. Joe Biden doesn't have it. He's sharp as a tack. Michael McAndrews, what about the coup attempt or rape or crooking and terrorizing? I could go on. Yeah, that is Donald Trump, his life of crime. He's a criminal. He sexually assaults women. He's been adjudicated as raping a woman, according to that judge, right? In that civil case. He has dozens and dozens of women that said that he has sexually assaulted them. This just goes on and on. We all know it. All of the cases that he had to settle, for all the fraud, like the fake university and the fake stakes or whatever, and all the shit that he does. He's just a con man, a rip-off artist. And you want to somehow sit there and ignore that. Mike H. Biden fall upstairs. Hey man, I trip too. I trip and fall. That doesn't mean I have dementia. Andrew Petrie, Treasure John, I like the way your mind ticks. Thank you. How is he? Don, Harbor Freight, moving blankets turned into nice pot holders if you can sew. Okay. Matthew, I'd want to sleep too. Yeah, I guess if you don't want to hear the shit that's coming down. You just want to zone out, I guess. I don't know. Rob Saunders, Eugene Levy did his Mel's Rockpile skit on the Rush R40 tour. Appeared on video prior to the encore. Eugene Levy. Yep, all part of that SCTV crew from back in the day. Trump can't drink a cup of water. I know. Remember, he's like... So there, Mike H. Take that. At least, I bet you... I haven't seen any videos of Biden not being able to drink. Let me show you how it's done. Trump. Hey, Trump, if you're watching, let me show you how it's done. You take the cap off. You just hold this in your hand, and you just go like this. You just put your lips around it, man. You don't, not even around it. And this goes out to Mark Rubio, too. I think Rubio had a problem with it. What is it with these Republicans? They don't know how to drink out of a bottle of water. You just go like this, and just... It's really simple, man. Donald Trump, you can thank me later. Because I know you're watching. I know old Trumpy's watching me. It's probably Mike H. Mike H is probably Trump. That's Trump's pseudonym. At Mike H, why are you here if you are a Trump supporter? Because no one else... I don't mind him being here. I don't mind him. Hey, look, we don't have to all walk in lockstep with one another. We can have differences of opinion. I just think, though, like I said, the thing that irritates me is he just keeps dropping the same little talking point after it's been refuted or whatever, But yeah, it's trolling, but that's okay. I know Mike H from Mike Malloy show, so I know he's a real person. It's not like a bot or anything like that. I don't think he's a paid troll. I think he's just an amateur trolling as a hobby or something, But that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. It is starting to get warm in here. This AC's been off since I started the show. It's been an hour 19. So it is starting to get warm in here. It's it's dropped down to 103. We're down to 103. So it's cooling down. We got a cooling trend. Steve Sayre says, meeting like this makes me feel like I know you, TJ. Well, I feel like I know you and everybody in here, even Mike H. Rob Saunders says, Biden's speech in France today was exceptional. Yeah, I was watching that, listening to that. The ex-president could never deliver a speech like that on this historic day. Oh, no. That's why he didn't do it. Because he just, all he can do is talk about himself. He would start talking, if he was going to do a speech about D-Day, it would invariably all end up being about him. It would be such a horrible thing. James Jaramillo says, things can get lost in the dryer. I swear that sometimes socks go missing when counted. Those socks, they go AWOL, man. The socks will go AWOL on you, that's for sure. Jeff Curly Curry says, I fell last night, I think, and hit my head. Had to put a beanie on. I'm trying to edit this for you. Had to put a beanie on so no blood on bed. Alrighty. Maybe you should have went to the hospital. I don't know. I'm just saying. It might have been concussed. Steve Sayre says, Trump's rallies are always in daytime. What does that mean for debates with our president? Well, it's going to be at nighttime, and he might not... Trump might be dozing off on the... Wouldn't that be something he started dozing off on the debate? He's going to have to take some extra Adderall or whatever, Janelle Walker, where's Mad Mac? He wanted you to have a show tonight. I thought, didn't Mad Matt come in earlier? I don't know. Mike Hunt, I said nothing. I hate it when I say the name because I feel like he got me. You got me, Mike. You finally got me. It seems like every show I eventually say it. Anyhow, he's laughing. I think you're laughing because I said that you're Donald Trump. Because that's probably what it is. Yeah, the debates are in the evening. Jeff Curry, Michael put a beanie ib. I can't edit that one. Paul Mannion says, "Hi, Sharky here. It's incredible that Trump is still in the race when you consider all the lies he said. We got rid of Boris Johnson for repeatedly lying to Parliament." Hey, Paul Mannion, thanks for being here. Yeah, it is amazing. It is incredible that he still has all this support from the Republican Party and from maggots. It's almost like they're stuck with him now, and they're just going to have to stay with him until he finally gets dragged off to prison, or when he loses this election in November. And he's probably going to not be in jail yet or prison yet because those court cases are getting delayed to be after the election. But I think most of the people in the Republican Party, the establishment part of the Republican Party, they're just biding their time. They're just waiting for him to go down, and then they'll try to regroup and rebrand and get somebody in there who isn't quite as horrible on the outside, but will be just as horrible on the inside, I assure you. Hunter Greer says, Trucker John, okay, I understand it is your channel. It's up to you. I respect that. Well, I mean, unless he gets completely, offensive, which I don't really think he has. I think I was more offensive than he was with the things that I did, with yelling and calling him MFer and all that stuff. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on him there, though, Teresa. Andrew Preacher says, Trump, this guy needs water. He's like, water? As he drinks water? What a dick. Jeff Curry says, Jackie, give you 3 guesses who's going on July 3rd for an epidural type bullshit. Michael McAndrews, one time after being knocked out at the dentist, I came home and my cat poked me. I went to sleep and woke up with half the bed in blood. Lucky I woke up. I'm on blood thinners. Oof. Wow. Darn cat. Andrew Petrie needs a cigarette? Yeah, no smoking in the driver's lounge. Sorry. Jeff Curry says, Janelle, I'm good at falling. Decade of motocross. Yeah, you learn how to fall. Gotta learn how to roll out of it. Mike H. Here's Mike H. Biden goes off the teleprompter. If he does, it's all gibberish. I think that's projection. I think that's really what Trump does. He goes off the teleprompter, and then it's this word salad time. Fancy says, I don't think he will show up. Yeah, I wonder if Trump will even show up. He might come up with some excuse. I don't think Trump wants to debate because I just don't think he's up for it. You can see he looks like shit. He looks haggard and tired, and I think he would really like to just quit running. But I think he knows that he can't because that's the only thing keeping him out of prison. Andrew Petrie, I've never fallen down the stairs in my almost 54 years. I've always fallen going up. Yeah, because you're going up and you just misstep that step just a little bit and you kind of stub your toe and then you fall forward. Yeah, I've done that. And I've done that at a much younger age than Joe Biden is now. So we've all fallen. But because Joe Biden does it, that means that he's got dementia, apparently. Hey, Gino Maynard. Gino Maynard's here. Gino says, Joy Reid cornered Burron Donalds on the Jim Crow nostalgia. She schooled his pompous ass. I would love to see that. I see Joy Reid a lot on Instagram. I'm gonna have to look for her on that. That sounds like it'd be great to watch that. Because that dude, I don't know what his fucking problem is. And he should know better. Byron, okay, yeah, Byron, yeah. Jeff Tree says Trump won't debate. Andrew Petrie says Trump is done. Paul Mannion says if Hunter gets a prison sentence, Trump will really start panicking. Yeah, because it's like, hey, if they're going to throw the president's son in jail, I'm really fucked. And think about it, Biden will not pardon his son. That's how much integrity the man has. And Hunter, he will serve his time like a man. He won't bitch and complain about it. If he gets found guilty and gets sentenced to jail time, he will go and he will serve his time like a man. He won't be a whiny little bitch like Trump will be. You can mark my words on that. Mike H says, I want to see Trump and Biden debate, then I want to rub it in your face. Okay. Me too. Me too then. Back at you. Jolie finally home. Hello to anyone I missed. We've just been chatting. We've been setting up your new empire, your new Franklin the Turtle empire. It's gonna get 1 million subs, and you're gonna sell. You're gonna make a fortune selling Franklin T-shirts and mugs and caps. We've got it all laid out for you, Jolie, already. Roxanne says, "Get ready for disappointment with Mike H." Michael McAndrews, you don't seem crazy to me, Mish. What did I miss? What did Mish say? Trump had toilet paper stuck to his shoe. Yeah. So I think that's a clear sign of dementia. James Hermano, rub what? Well, let's not talk about that. Let's not let him, expound on that. Fancy says, I went and looked at the turtle is so cute. Jolie says, I've been listening, yes, the Franklin fan club. Andrew Preacher says, look, do you see Daddy Biden coming to the rescue? No. Somebody asked him today if he would pardon Hunter if he gets, sentenced to jail, and he said no. Flat out, no. That's the difference between Republicans and Democrats. That's why I always say vote blue no matter who. And then people like WW want to give me shit about it and say, one party rule leads to dictatorship, all this kind of horse shit. Look, there's a clear difference of which party is better. There's no doubt about it, in my mind. So that's just another example right there of the integrity, You don't like my music? Don't call me for no Civil War. I can't go. Bone Spurs. Hey, you don't like music? Thanks for being here. Good to see you again. Thanks for dropping by. We're just shooting the shit on this Thursday evening. Just hanging out. Jeff Curry says, can you imagine the Fox reaction if Biden pardoned his son? Oh, I know. I mean, there are people that Trump pardoned that I didn't even know about. Or I didn't even, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, that guy got a pardon. Or that person got a pardon. And so it happened with barely a blip on the radar screen. But if Biden pardoned anybody, let alone his son, it would be like the world's coming to an end. It would literally be like they would be, you know how Alex Jones was crying the other day? They would all be tearing their hair out and tearing their shirts, and gnashing the teeth. And it would just be the end of the world. You would never hear the end of it. You thought the Howard Dean scream got played, to the point where the guy ended up dropping out of the race? That would be nothing compared to that. It would be just on a 24-hour loop, 24/7 loop of it. It would be. It's just amazing the double standard in the way the media treats all this stuff. Because that's like a media problem. Yeah, because Trump could pardon anybody and is barely a blip on the screen. But if Biden pardoned somebody, especially his son, oh my God, you would never hear the end of it. You would never hear the fucking end of it. And that's the double standard, right? Jeff Curry, Rob said something. I don't know, because I'm kind of skipping down a little bit because I'm behind. But it just says, Rob, that would give Biden more airtime on Fox than Trump would get. Michael McAndrews, the misuses of the pardon by Dumpy Stump hurt our country. Andrew Petrie, my mom was, you get yourself into this, not my pig, not my farm. Fancy, they were selling pardons. Yeah, they were dangling them. It was all transactional, and yeah, that's all he does. Everything's transactional with that guy. You don't like my music lying on a federal form? We're talking about Andrew. We're talking about Hunter Biden, right? That's what he's up on. He was up for that gun, filling out that gun purchase form, whatever they call it. Hey, Vicky Gingras is here. Good to see Vicky. Thank you for being here. Hi. Just saying hi to everybody. Haven't seen you in a while, so thanks for stopping in. And make sure you give me that like, subscribe, and share. Share the show. Hit that share button and share it on out. And someday we'll be as big as House Sparks. Wouldn't that be something? Gino Maynard says, how is Hunter even being charged if it is such a rigged two-tiered legal system? Troll, any thoughts? Any thoughts there to the troll? I think we're talking to Mike H., a.k.a. Donald Trump. No. But yeah. And also, I thought that this was already all worked out. I thought that they had already come to like a plea agreement on all this stuff. And so he pled out, and they were supposed to just like fine him and give him probation or something. But then they reneged on that. They pulled that back because of pressure from right wingers or something, I guess. Jolie's finally getting to eat leftover spaghetti. Leftover spaghetti can be pretty delicious, though. I'm just saying. I've had some good leftover spaghetti. It seems like leftover spaghetti is better when it's a leftover sometimes. Gina Maynard, Democratic Senator Menendez, too. Troll, Mike H. Yeah. See, we go after these guys. We go after the Menendezes, and we go after the who was the other one? Cuellar, I think, in Texas, and we don't suffer them. We say, hey, if they're guilty, let them go through the court, give them their due process, and let's get them out of here. Let's get somebody else in here. Rob Saunders says, the ex-president and his loyal followers have criticized the makeup of the Hunter Biden jury. They are suggesting it's rigged, of course. That's all they do. Everything's rigged. The election is rigged. The courts are rigged. Whenever they don't get a decision that they like, or they don't think things are going their way, it's always rigged. James Hermino at Trucker John, correct. No arguments in chat. My bad. Well, did I say anything about not arguing? I don't think I did. I mean, you can argue. I mean, we can have respectful arguments, I think. We can have differences of opinions, and we can voice those differences, but just do it respectfully. Don't follow my lead. Sometimes I get disrespectful. It's kind of like the old saying, you know, do as I say, not as I do, or whatever. But yeah, you can have a difference of opinion, just state it a bit artfully, I guess. And without getting, and I'm not saying you did, James. I didn't see, I haven't seen you do that, so I'm just speaking, you know, sort of generically or whatever. Or in generally speaking, just you can voice your opinion. We don't have to all walk in lockstep. That's the great thing about the Democratic Party is we're a big tent party, right? And I don't know if you're a Democrat or not. I'm speaking in general terms here. And so I'd like to think that this chat is like a big tent chat. And we can have differences of opinions. Just let's be respectful of one another. And I kind of lost it on Mike H earlier, and I still feel bad about that. Because I used language that was probably not appropriate. Paul Mannion says the Magaloons have no policies at all. My 93-year-old uncle can see Trump is a con man, and we live in Oxford, England. Oh, I should be speaking like this, just like I do for Serinda Monkey. I start going into a British accent, and I swear to God, you probably think I was born and raised in jolly old England. My English accent is so spot on, as they say. As you Yankees like to say, spot on. Anyhow, enough of that. He says, let's hope the judge throws the book at him for being chaos to America. We're hoping that he gets sent away for many, many years. Rob Saunders says cold pizza is divine, especially in the morning with a glass of milk. I added the glass of milk part, okay? For those of you that didn't know what I'm reading, didn't see what I was reading. Oh, let's see here. Jolie says, I usually make a spaghetti sandwich with leftovers, but I'm too lazy tonight. I've done that too. I've done the spaghetti sandwich. I think it's delicious. With a glass of milk, like I said earlier with the pizza. Chris says, this is a federal form. Marijuana is still illegal at the federal level. How many people lie on that form? Probably lots. Vicky Gingras says, Republicans are corrupt. Dems are rarely corrupt. I agree with that. Gino Maynard says, rigged like not charging Donald Jr. for his Trump Tower meeting for being a weak-minded, fragile Nepo baby. Don't hold anything back there, Gino. You don't like my music? It's so funny that they expect drug addicts to be honest when trying to buy a gun. That's funny. That's a good point. Anyhow, like I said, I thought they had this all settled months and months and months ago, and then it got pulled back, or that deal got rescinded. I thought they had a deal where they pled him out, and he was just going to get fine and probation, and then now all of a sudden he's got to go to trial on it. So I'm not sure what happened there. Chris says everyone who uses pot uses it illegally when it comes to the federal stuff. Yeah, because it hasn't been legalized at the federal level. You're right. Now it did get what, declassified, or it's taken off of the Schedule 1 or whatever it is. But it's still not legal federally. I'm just skipping down because I know I'm really behind in the chat here. Fancy says, I need a cabin. I'm not sleeping outside with creatures and bugs. Okay. I don't blame you. Rob Sanders says, you are correct. With milk is the perfect match. A nice cold glass of milk. I don't understand people who drink warm milk. Like they warm their milk. I've never understood that. I like my milk ice cold. But not with ice cubes. I think I've seen people put ice cubes in their milk too. And I think that's kind of weird. I like it just, I like it straight from the fridge. Nice and cold. Pour it into a glass. And eat it with your leftover spaghetti or leftover pizza. Oh. Paul Mannion says, the Trumpists have forgotten how politics works. Sorry, Trucker John, but you really need to practice your ego. Oh, wait. Okay, well, Paul Mannion, I beg to differ. I believe my English accent is impeccable. And I'm going to show you right now. No, I better stop. It's just too good. I'm going to stop because it's just too good. Chris says, it's been the R's that were saying that question was unconstitutional. What happened? Yeah, now all of a sudden, right? They want the law to be carried out to the nth degree right there. That's why they're just fucking front-running phonies. That's what they are. Right, Chris? Those Republicans are front-running phonies. Mike H., they're front-running phonies. You're a front-running phony, Mike H. Hunter loves crack. You know what? He's off of it. He's in recovery. And the man should be, I think, applauded for getting off of that shit. And it seems like he's really cleaned up his life. And no thanks to you guys, to you right-wingers, who are making his life really a living hell. And he's going through recovery. And you don't give a fuck. And you would, if he got, let's just say, if he got so depressed one day and he took his own life, you would be dancing in the street. That's how sick you are, Mike H. You and your Republicans, your maggots, that's how sick you are. That you would rejoice if Hunter Biden were to take his own life because you guys drove him to such depression and despair. Or if he relapsed, you would be so happy if he started relapsing and taking those drugs again. That's your goal, isn't it? Because you're sick, Mike H. You and your fucking maggots and your fucking Republicans are sick assholes. So sick, in fact, that you would rejoice if Hunter Biden did something to harm himself. Instead of saying, hey, man, you've done a really good job. We're really proud of you. You've turned your life around. You're in recovery. You've kicked those drugs. And it's going to be a lifelong thing. But, God bless you. I hope the best for you. I wish the best. I hope you, continue in your recovery. And instead of being that kind of a person, you're a fucking type of person that would rejoice if he were to relapse. That's the sickness. You're the sick person. You and your type and your ilk. You're the sick ones, not us. All right. Fancy says, don't say that in front of Hunter's wife. She will fight you. Yeah, she was pissed the other day. I think she told someone to shut the fuck up, you Nazi piece of shit. Good for her. Mike H., fuck you. I wish no man death. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar because I know you come in here and I'm not saying you're wishing death. I'm saying that if Hunter Biden were to do that, if he were to harm himself or he were to relapse, you would be dancing in the streets. You know you would be, because you're a fucking piece of shit. You and all you fucking maggots, you're all pieces of shit. Here's a new one, Megam. I haven't seen that name before. Thanks for being here, by the way, Megam. It says, remember, Don Jr. has 0 days without drugs. With this being used, does this mean we can go after him too? Well, I guess he has to be charged with something. I mean, somehow he's keeping himself from being arrested. I mean, whatever he's using, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but I was wondering that because you see him and he looks high all the time. By the way, Megan, thank you for being here. I don't think I've seen you before, so make sure you hit that like button for me and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. And welcome to the Driver's Lounge. But I was wondering that, like, why hasn't Don Jr. been busted yet? I mean, he's always high on something. Why is he not getting busted? He must either have a really good network of drug dealers that know how to get the drugs to him, or, you know, but I don't know. Someday something's going to happen with that guy. Paul Mannion says, what the fuck? Didn't understand a word. The Republicans have lost all credibility. I can see a lot of them seeking counseling or jail. Mike H., I think you've got me wrong. Well, whatever, dude. I mean, you okay, so are you telling me that you do have, you know, some compassion towards Hunter? Are you proud of the way he's sort of gotten off the drugs? Because you're the one that said that he likes crack. So what was that? What was that about? You're the one that brought up the crack. So are you going to acknowledge that he's turned his life around since those times when he was in the bathtub, you know, smoking a joint or whatever he was doing, or doing? I guess was he doing meth or crack or whatever he was doing? Are you willing to admit that he's come a long way since those days? Can you at some level kind of be proud of the guy or happy for the guy? That maybe he's turned his life around? And now he's got to face all this shit, and he's a man. He's going to face it like a man. He's not going to whine and cry and say that this is a rigged jury or a rigged court, or that he's not going to talk shit about the judge. He's not going to go out and do any of that. He's going to take his fucking punishment, whatever he gets, he's going to take it like a fucking man. Can you at least acknowledge that? Because what I've seen from Donald Trump, I didn't see a man. I saw a fucking whiny little bitch. And I think that's why you maggots like Trump so much, because you're all a bunch of whiny little bitches. That's what you guys relate to, I guess. You're birds of a feather. Okay, so he does like crack. Can you acknowledge, can you admit, or have any type of compassion for the man, and admit that he has changed? He's gone through these recovery programs. He's in recovery, and at least be happy for the guy for that, you know? Instead of just, you know, being a dick about it. Janelle Walker says, what happened to Hunter is totally unfair. He isn't in government. Yeah, he's totally being singled out. Like we were talking, I don't see Don Jr. being in court. Why does he seem untouchable? But they sure do go after Hunter. They're just going after Hunter to go after Joe. But you're not going to hear... Now, that's me sounding kind of like it's rigged, right? But you're not going to hear Hunter say that. Because Hunter's a man. Paul Mannion, Sharky is my nickname, and I haven't worked out how to change my name. Oh, I should say that in English. Mike Pillow. Mike Pillow is an expert on crack. Jolly old England, yeah? Paul Mannion, I apologize. I just can't help myself, man. I can't help myself. You know, I just gotta. If someone's from England, I gotta do my England accent. You know, I'm not doing one now. I don't know what the hell this is. It's some sort of, I don't know, probably Texas Panhandle. I don't know what I'm doing now. You know, anyhow. Midas Kevin says, Janelle says, guys. Midas Kevin Anderson says, Hunter has to live with PTSD every day now, all because of Republican pigs like you saying Hunter Biden this and Hunter Biden that. Yeah, I mean, I just hope the best for the guy. I hope he doesn't relapse. I hope he doesn't hurt himself. I hope that he gets through this court, whatever time, if they're going to give him time. I hope he just does it, gets it over with, and goes on and lives his life. That's all he wants. He just wants to live his life. But the maggots, they want blood. The maggots are just bloodthirsty, violent people. Steven Sayer says GOP equals guardians of Putin, or GOP equals guns, oil, and polluters. Mish says hugs to everyone who might want or need one, except Mike H. Have an amazing night. Hey Mish, good night. I'm going to be calling it quits here pretty soon. I've got almost 2 hours. I was really only going to do an hour. I don't know. I mean, I got nothing else to do. I don't have a car right now. I was talking earlier about my Uber problems and my Hertz rent-a-car problems. So I got nothing else to do. I got nowhere to go. Anywhere I go, I got an Uber now. Jolie says, and your English accent is spot on. Yes. Thank you, Jolie. I do agree. It's spot on. People often say to me, are you from England, Chaka Jean? And I'm like, well, not really. But I can understand why I get mistaken for being from England. No, I'm from California, actually, but my California accent is very much reminiscent of the old English, the Queen's English, as they say, as they like to say over there across the pond. Gino Maynard says, leave the Brits alone. They have an election to screw up again. 14 years of Tory austerity. Yeah, I don't know anything really about English politics. I barely know anything about American politics. Michael McAndrews, I was going to say that Kyle needs to be in prison. Who's Kyle? Kyle Rittenhouse, maybe. Oh, yes, Kyle Rittenhouse. That little fucker. He's a little fucker, man, that's for sure. You don't like my amusement. You don't like my amusement. You don't like my music. Says that's why I like downtown. Don't need a car. Yeah, that's true. If you live in a good downtown area, I would love to live right on the strip. That'd be cool. Because they do have condominiums like on the strip, but they're like anywhere from $500,000 to $2 or $3 million, or more, even probably. And $500,000. You know what? Those might be old figures. There might not be anything for that low anymore. It might be all $1 million and up. Chris says, my late estranged husband's meth addiction is what ruined our marriage. Yeah, drugs, stuff like that. You know, I'm not talking about weed or whatever, but any type of addiction, alcohol, Meth is horrible. Yeah, it really destroys not just that person who's taking it, but the whole family around them. Like they say, it's not just the user that's the addict. The whole family is like an addict. It certainly feels the effects of it. Paul Mannion, keep trying. I'm working class Oxonian. Well, Paul Mannion, I am glad you were here. Okay, and I'm just goofing around when I do my English accent. I don't mean disrespect or anything like that. So I hope you don't think I'm being rude. How rude that yank is. Chris says, thanks, Vicky Gingrass. I had to get away from James Jaramillo, I have a sister that she spent a little while in prison, and when she came out, she got a government job that she is still working. I love her for recovering. See, that's awesome. She was able to recover and turn around her life. That's a great story, and we should always encourage people like that and just let them know we're proud of them and for doing that. Instead of just going, she likes crack or whatever. You know what I mean? Mike H., I think you've shown your ass enough tonight. Yeah, maybe you're right. 2 hours. I haven't even shown my ass once though. But don't tempt me. Don't threaten me with a good time. I might just bare ass anytime now. You don't like my music? It depends on the user. Some people just can't control it. Jeff Curly Curry says, if I get to age 90, I'm going to try meth. I've thought about that too. Like, if I'm like 90 or 100, I might take up heroin. I don't know. Or at least try it. Roxanne Arfield could, because I'm like, what do you got to lose at that point, right? Roxanne Arfield says, could very well be minus Kevin Anderson. In any case, Kyle has low intelligence. Oh yeah, he's a moron. He's a moron. But that didn't stop voters from electing MTG or Lauren Boebert, right? Paul Mannion says, it would be hilarious if it wasn't so serious. World sanity is at stake. Good Lord, man! Don't you realize? Chris, Donnelly, it affects more than just the person. Everyone suffers. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. I was trying to say it. Vicky Gingras at Jeff, my late husband would say, if I'm dying, I'll do heroin. But then at the time, he didn't feel like it. You don't like my music? When I became immobile, morphine, please. When I become immobile, morphine, please. Morphine is amazing. One time, because I used to have really bad back problems in my 30s, mainly. And 20s, but mainly in my 30s. And my back would just go out on me. And this one time, I was in so much pain, I literally couldn't stand up straight. I mean, I don't know, I managed to get myself into the doctors, and they actually gave me morphine. Because usually it was just like Vicodin or something like that. And then one time they gave me codeine too. And that was amazing. But I think they gave me morphine this one time. And I felt like I was in heaven for like a minute there. It was like, it kind of wore off kind of quick. And then they prescribed me codeine. And I took that home with me. And oh my God, for like the first few days of taking those, was like, I don't know, I was in this kind of haze, or I felt so good, but it's kind of hard to describe the codeine, but I knew, you know how your body builds a tolerance to things. I could tell that from each dose that I took throughout, because I think I had maybe a week's worth of those that I was supposed to take I think it was like a 7-day supply or whatever it was. Might have been, I don't think it was more than 2 weeks, but I could tell even after the first day that it wasn't as good of a high, I guess, to put it that way, as that first time or first couple times that I took it. So I was kind of bummed out because I'm like, oh, it's never going to be as good as that first time, man. Because it was like so much better than Vicodin. Vicodin like did nothing for me. But anyhow, I going down memory lane of drug, and that's prescription drugs. Kevin Anderson, fancy, no one pushes anyone to do bad things. They do it either on their own accord, most likely because they want to get even with life. Like, I'll show you, doesn't end well. Walter McCarvich, 2025 project is a plan for dictatorship. I want to read that. I thought Hal said he was going to read that on a show sometime. I kind of would like to read that. Just for the hell of it. Mike H. Morphine is a hell of a drug. Michael McAndrews, ibuprofen is great. Yeah, I take that for for my shoulder, and that does pretty good. Gino Maynard says nitazines are 1,000 times more potent than morphine, which makes them 10 times more powerful than fentanyl. It could be used as a chemical weapon. Wow. Paul Mannion, illegal drugs are so available everywhere. A huge problem where I live. Thumbs down. Spoken, I'm sure, exactly the way Paul Mannion would say it. Paul, I'm just goofing around. I hope you don't get offended. Fancy, they say you shouldn't take it after a certain age, Michael. What, ibuprofen? I hope I'm not at that age. Because I've been taking them for my shoulder. Michael McAndrews, I did all the drugs in my teenage years. I don't recommend older people doing what I did. Yeah, I don't do drugs. I did all that shit in my teens and through my mid-20s. I did lots of different drugs. And since then, really nothing. I mean, I've done a little bit of weed. The last weed I did was on a live stream 6 months ago. And that was the first time I had smoked any weed in I think 30 years. But anyhow. Andrew Peter says, Roxanne Armfield, his mother drove him to the other side by the gun. Yeah, Rittenhouse, we all know he's a piece of shit. Don O'Leary says, surgery did use drugs for less than a week. Women can pay. Women are tough. You women are tough. You got bowling ball sized things coming out of your vaginas when you give birth. I don't think I could do that and live to tell the tale. Paul Mannion, no worries, mate. None taken. Cheerio. I crack myself up. I don't know if I'm cracking anybody else up, but I crack myself up. Cheerio. Good day, governor. English people must hate that when Americans try to do English accents. I mean, it's like, you Yanks. Walter McCarvich, 21 Mules was also proven false. The company that created it with Sousa apologized for all the false facts because they don't want to get the shit suit out of them. They're trying to avoid as much of that litigation as they can. So they're on an apology tour, and they're pulling that shit off the market, off wherever it's off the internet, wherever it's available. It's gonna be gone because they don't want to get sued out of existence. And Dinesh D'Souza is a fucking, he's another, wasn't he convicted felon? I think he got a pardon. He's one of those, I think he got a pardon from fucking Trump. D'Souza, another big fake charlatan, full of shit, Mike H type of person. I don't know. I'm picking on you, Mike, but Dinesh D'Souza, he should be in prison. And his stupid wife, throw her in there too. So any of you people that were watching 2,000 Mules and you're going, look at this, this proves it. This proves that this is all a rigged election. All I gotta say to you is, fuck you. You're stupid. You were stupid then, and you're stupid now. If you believe anything that comes out of the mouth of Dinesh D'Souza. Alarasia says, just got off a Zoom meeting and am lurking. Well, you're not lurking now, because I see ya. Thanks, Alarasia, for being here. Good to see you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit that share button. Let's get those shares up. Sharing is caring, by the way. You don't like my music? D'Souza wrote a book, though. And it's probably just as full of shit as the movie. Janelle Walker, yeah, the biggest ass of them all, and Debbie D'Souza. Midas Kevin says fancy. Okay, we're talking about drugs. I'm just going to skip that for now. You guys, that's fine. It's fine, but I'm just skipping over it. Let's see. Gino Maynard says, call him Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister. That'll insult him, mate. Fancy says, I hate taking any pills. I have to be in terrible shape to take pain medication. Hey, Jolie is reminding us that we have channel memberships and super chats. You can also support the show by liking, subscribing, sharing, and you can buy me a coffee over there at buymeacoffee.com. Thanks, Jolie, for that reminder. Is Andrew leaving? I didn't see, because I see Roxanne is saying to Andrew Petrie to have a good night. So good night, Andrew, if I didn't... Oh, there you are. You rock, buddy. Hey, Andrew, you rock. No, you rock. Thanks for being here, Andrew. We'll see you on the next one. I am going to sign off here pretty soon. I guess. Like I said, I got nothing else to do. But so maybe I'll just stay on all night. I don't know. I see other people do these marathon live streams. But anyhow, I don't know. But thanks for being here, Andrew. I appreciate it. And the next one will be Saturday, hopefully. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be on right after House Sparks on Saturday for a House Sparks post-show hangout. Kind of like today was a post-show hangout. It was supposed to be a pre-show hangout, but he came on early and all that kind of stuff. Anyhow, but I'll see you Saturday, Andrew, hopefully, at around 11 a.m. Pacific time. You don't like my music? This channel is great. Just a nice chat. Well, thank you. You don't like music? I'm glad you like it. Michael McAndrews, look at you. Coffee is on me. Thank you, Michael. Gosh, you're great. I'm going to give you a thumbs up and a heart. There you go. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, Michael. Maybe that'll help buy all the water I'm going to need when I go out Sunday in 105-degree heat. I hope I'm not going to be one of the people who gets carried off on a stretcher out there. This shows you how stupid Trump is. He's doing these things in Arizona and Nevada at fucking noon outdoors when it's 105 and 110 degrees outside. He could have scheduled it for what, 8 o'clock at night? Like right now, okay, it's 8:28, and we're down to 100 degrees. When I started the show, we were at what was it? 106. It had just dropped from 107 to 106. Now we're at 100. Okay, 100 is still hot. But when it's nighttime and the sun isn't shining on you, you can stand 100 degrees a lot better than you can at straight up noon when the sun is right above you, straight up noon, and it's 105 or 110. That's fucking killer. Okay? But if he waits till 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, he could do that. People go stay up for that shit. And it cools down to 100, and it's going to cool down into the 90s. But he can't do it because he's sundowning, Mike H. Trump is sundowning. That means when the sun goes down, he goes sleepy by. He can't stay up. He can't keep his little eyes open. So anyhow, but I am I got a ticket. You guys saw me. I got a ticket to the Trump rally on Sunday. I'm going to Uber over there because I won't get my car until Monday. So I'll just Uber on over there and see if I can go live. You don't like my music. When people start passing out, Trump will brag about it. He'll say, look at, I'm like Elvis. I'm like Elvis. Can you see that? Chris says, I'm a fucking god. I would die in those temps. Gina Maynard, he doesn't care about the crowd having heat stroke. Yeah, he's an asshole. He's just a plain old asshole. Carrie C, just like he didn't care about his crowd catching COVID. Yep. Did not give a rat's ass about anyone catching COVID. Just go ask Herman Cain. Oh, you can't because he's dead of COVID. Paul Mannion, all the best, T. Joan, and my friends of democracy. It's worth fighting for. Yes, it is, Paul Mannion. Yes, it is. As Joe Biden said today in his speech, it's worth fighting for, and it's worth dying for. That's what Joe Biden said in his speech today. A very good speech. And and Mike H wants to come on here and says he's got dementia. Come on, man. Come on, man. Michael Andrews, yikes, I don't want to see any naked truckers. All right, I'll try not to get naked then. I'll do my best to not get naked. Fancy says, I hope you put a towel down on the seat, Andrew. Oh, I must have missed something. What did Andrew say? Oh, Andrew says, I'll be there all naked as usual. Where are you going to be? At the Trump rally? Anyhow. Andrew Petrie, laughing out loud, Elvis. Yeah, I think Trump thinks he's Elvis. He thinks they're fainting because he's so damn good looking. Walter McCarvert says, well, maybe MAGA is just wanting to get used to what's coming to them when they meet their creator. Yes, because seriously, I have quite often called Phoenix hell. Because it's so goddamn hot there. It's even hotter than here. And I hated Phoenix when I was driving. I did not want to spend any overnights there during the summer. Andrew Petrie, beautiful speech by Joe. Yeah, it was a great speech. And people want to say he's got dementia. You know, it's just so stupid. You know? Minus Kevin says, I can just see it if you cam a Trump rally, John. Hey, old man, you cam off. Hey, man, you cam off. I wonder, would they say anything if I'm videoing? I'm gonna try to blend in like I'm a maggot, kind of like, except I don't have a maggot hat. So I don't know. Mike H, now don't you go telling everybody. All right? You just, mum's the word, all right? Mike H, don't blow my cover, man. Jolie John, did you get naked on a live stream once? Well, I did. Remember? Like for a couple seconds or something. And I think I was at the Strat, and something happened. I don't know. I think I was walking across. Yeah, there was a reflection issue. I don't know. I can't remember now. But Paul Mannion, Joe's had a speech impediment since birth. Trump has no excuse. Exactly, Paul Mannion. Michael McAndrews. So Andrew Petrie, I'm Canadian. Michael Andrews, I'm American. Both great countries. James Jaramios, do your best to be safe. I'll miss the show due to work, but I'll be there with you in spirit. Thanks, James. And there's also a replay. If you can't catch the actual when I'm doing it live, there will be a replay of it. So hopefully I can get some good video down there. Jolie, nope, close optional here in the chat. Yeah, here in the driver's lounge, it's close optional. Yeah, absolutely. Andrew Petrie, I feel sorry for America. So hot. We are hot. Thank you. Thank you very much. You don't like my music? Michael Andrews, that should be in all caps with lots of exclamation points so there is no confusion. The land of confusion. Gino Maynard, Kamala Harris is there in case something actually did happen to Joe. And if something did happen to Joe, Kamala would step in very, you do a fine job, I'm sure. I don't have any apprehension or, about Kamala Harris being able to fill in, Paul Mannion, decency and respect needs to be restored. Here, here. Michael McAndrews, we need Surrender Monkey. Who's on my English? Because I know we got Surrender Monkey, Paul Mannion now. Was it who's the other bloke? Who I believe lives in Seattle now, but is from England, I think. I know it's not Jeff Curly Curry, who says, Jolie, I know how all you Canucks sit naked and drink maple syrup. You don't like my music? I would prefer Kamala over Joe. I love Joe Biden. But like I said, if something were to happen to Joe, I think I have every bit of confidence that she could handle the job. Andrew Petrie Harris would be there like a shithawk. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take that as being complimentary. Michael McAndrews, vote blue. Absolutely, vote blue if you know what's good for you. Chris says, we don't even know who would fill in for Trump if he was elected. Yeah. Well, who's he going to pick? He hasn't even picked anyone yet because he's so chicken shit or transactional or whatever. He's just such a dick. Vicky Gingras says, I'm crazy about Joe. I've waited my whole life for a progressive. And the thing is Joe really was never a progressive, you know, or at least, I mean, he seemed like he was always, you know, sort of like a typical centrist Democrat, I guess, or whatever. That's why when he was running, he was down on my list. Like, I was more for Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and I forget what order. Maybe then it was like maybe Kamala and then maybe Pete Buttigieg. You know, Joe wasn't all the way to the bottom because I liked him better than the blonde chick. What was her name? Kirsten Gillibrand or whatever. I liked him better than her. I liked him better than the one that ate her food with a fork or with a comb. I mean, she ate a salad with a comb. I thought that was disgusting. I don't give a fuck how hungry you are. If I didn't have a utensil, I would rather just hold the plate up to my face and eat it like you know, like I'm eating out of a trough, than use a comb. Anyhow, so she was probably at the bottom of my list. But then once Joe became president, and I saw all the shit he was doing, like kind of like FDR shit, I'm like, oh my god, this guy is fucking awesome. You don't like my music? I was Warren man in 2020. Yeah, I was too. I went from Bernie to Warren in the primaries. But once we got to the general election, I was all riding with Biden, man. Is Paul Mannion leaving? Did I miss that? Oh, gotta get to bed. Paul Mannion, got to get to bed. It's 4:35 here. Take care and look after yourselves. Thank you so much, Paul, for being here. Thanks for putting up with my silly accent. Let me unplug that. This is getting low. I've got only one charger in here. That should be okay. This one's getting low. But yeah, Paul, thanks so much for being here. I hope to see you again on the next one. Make sure you hit the notification button, and maybe that will make so you'll know when I'm on. I'm usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. Tuesdays 9 a.m., Thursdays 9 a.m., and usually 3 p.m. These are all Pacific time zones. I know you are in Greenwich Mean Time or whatever. So you have to do the math on that. But Saturdays usually around 11 Pacific time, a.m. And then now I'm going to do a Sunday special show. Hopefully I can get down there to the Trump rally on Sunday. And I want to try to get there early in the morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time or so. Because if it gets too hot, I might just leave. I don't know. But maybe if I get there early, I can maybe talk to some maggots or something. Paul Mannion, just one last thing. You must keep the pressure on all the magaloons. Will do, Paul Mannion, will do. Absolutely. Once again, thanks for being here, and I hope I see you again. Jeff Curly Curry says, Roxanne, if it offends you, I'll make Jolie from whatever county we decide. It was a joke about a movie from Canada. Yeah, Jeff Curly Curry and Jolie, they do have a back and forth joke about Canada shit. Roxanne says, now both of you, Jeff Curly Curry and Andrew Picha, you are incorrigible. Marie G and Greco, what are you all still doing up? I know, right? Thanks, Marie, for stopping in. We're just shooting the shit. I am going long. This is supposed to be a House Sparks just hangout, post-show hangout. But we're hanging out, man. Like I said, I don't have my car, so I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go. I might do this all night. I don't know. But anyway, we're here. We're still here. Andrew Petrie says, Trucker John, wear a MAGA hat. Get the real female. Well, that's the thing. I was saying I don't have one. If I did have, maybe they might be selling merch there. If they're selling merch there, should I buy one? I kind of hate to buy one, you know, to give the fucker any money. But if I really want to go undercover, I might have to buy a MAGA hat if they sell merch. I don't even know if they do or not. I'm not sure if my Bruce hat would be good because they probably all think Bruce is a lefty, which he is pretty much. You know. I was thinking I would just wear maybe like a Schneider hat. I think I've got a Schneider hat around here or something, like a trucking hat, because I think they think that all truckers are just right wingers. You know? You don't like my music says I'm in Toronto, right across the lake from Rochester. I could sneak into your country in a canoe, and you probably would not be the first to do that. Andrew Petrie, I've been indicted. Indicted? Indict? I don't know. Don O'Leary, don't buy a diaper. Yeah, what if they're selling like the real men wear diapers? Gina Maynard, get one of those huge MAGA hats, like Spaceballs big. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to wear it or not, because it's just, ugh. But I might take one for the team. I might just have to take one for the team and buy me a MAGA hat if they sell them there. I don't even know how organized this thing is, or you know, if they're going to have anyone selling merch or not. They should, if they were smart. I thought these were supposed to be smart, like entrepreneurial type people. They should be selling merch. Maybe I'll pick me up a Trump Bible and a MAGA hat. Oh, and some shoes. I could use some new shoes. Actually, I don't. I have plenty of new shoes. But give me some Trump shoes. You don't like music. You can't wash that off. Michael Andrews, not worth a dime. Gina Maynard, order a Melania. Yeah, I wonder if they have like drinks. I'll get the Melania. It's vinegar and with a dash of Tabasco. I don't know what it would be. Alpha Stube, gonna give Trump money? Yeah, I know. That's the thing. That's why I said I don't. I was kidding about the Bible and the shoes. I wouldn't buy those. But, you know, if I could put on a hat, like a MAGA hat, just to blend in, maybe not. Maybe I won't need to even go that far. Andrew Petrie, do it. Do it. Grapefruit and vinegar. There you go. Yeah, I'll have the Melania. You don't like my music and Andrew Petrie? I think I could make it past the infamous Rochester Coast Guard. What if you just got like scuba gear and just swam underwater? Could you? How far is it? Could you do that? Or get one of those like James Bond things, those little like handheld things, you know, that you can go underwater in and it propels you through the water. See, I know how to sneak into a country. But then when you get to the, I guess the hard part is then you have to come up when you get to the shore on the other side. So you got to find a spot where they're not looking. Chris at Gino Maynard, is that like sex on the beach? Gino Maynard, Chris, no sex on the beach. Andrew Petrie, you don't like my music. At you don't like my music. You'll end up on my beach in Hamilton, Ontario. And you'd be like, I didn't make it. You don't like my music. I'll bet a canoe and a fishing rod would do it. Well, try it and let us know how it goes, I guess. I don't know. Hey, Jack McCool is here. Says red duct tape taped with MAGA written on it. There you go. Jack McCool. Thanks for being here. I think I've seen Jack McCool because I remember that name. This sounded like a cool name. Like, hey, I'm Jack McCool. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up again. Good to see you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe and share. I always tell the new people that. You know that by now. Like, subscribe, and share to get us to 2 million shares. Sharing is caring. But yeah, red hat duct tape with MAGA written on it. That might just work. Gina Maynard, white wine and Keystone Light on the rocks. I'll have a Melania. What are you drinking? No. You don't like my music, says my point was... Okay, there was a point to this. My point was just that no one is trying to sneak across the northern border. Very rarely, huh? I guess it's very rare. Apparently. I guess you guys don't like us as much as the southern border people do. I don't know. Jeff Curly Curry's still on? I shut the laptop down by accident. Yeah, we're still on, Jeff Curly Curry. We're still on. We're still here. Just, just chilling. Just chilling. But I guess I will go ahead and shut it down. I am starting to get a little tired. For some reason, Siri came on. Siri, go away. I did not ask for you. Please go away. I just want to check the temperature. Oh, we're at 99. We're under the 100 mark here at 8:51 p.m. Pacific time. We are under the 100 degree mark. So, see, that's when he should be doing his stupid rally, is this time of night. Not at fucking noon, you stupid buffoon. I'm talking to Trump when I say that. Trump, I know you're listening. You stupid buffoon, you. Why are you doing a fucking rally at noon? You're going to have people fainting and shit. I might be one of them. If the Coast Guard caught me at Rochester, they'd think I was lost. Oh, yeah. You could be like, I was fishing in my canoe. I don't know what happened. Michael McAndrews, 60 degrees here in Michigan. That's nice. 60 degrees sounds nice. That does really sound nice. All right, guys. I think I am starting to wear down. I'm feeling a little hungry. I had that ham sandwich before the show, but I'm feeling hungry again. I might have to go make me another ham sandwich or something. I don't know. What day is the day? Today's Thursday, so Friday I'm off. Saturday we'll be back 11 a.m. Pacific time, thereabouts. Whenever Hal gets done with the show, we'll do another post-show hangout, and maybe Mike H will join us, and I can yell at him. I think that's somewhat entertaining. I don't know. So Mike H, if you're listening, please come back, because I need the entertainment. I need the entertainment value. And all you guys are great. You guys are really awesome. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Michael McAndrews, for the super chat. Thanks everybody for being here, for all the likes and the scribes and the subscribes. There might be some scribes out there too, I don't know. But thanks for the subscriptions. Thanks for the sharing. Share the show. Sharing is caring. All that good stuff. And wish me luck for Sunday. You'll see me on Saturday, but I guess you can wish me luck on Saturday. About the I'm kind of looking forward to going to the Trump rally, actually, just to see the maggots. Maybe I can ask somebody a question. I don't know. Maybe on Saturday's show, maybe you guys should give you guys a couple days to think about it. Maybe you can come up with some questions I should ask, like the typical maggot, and in a serious way, not like, you know, what's your IQ or whatever. I don't know, you know, but like something that would be where I could ask them, and it's not going to be a dead giveaway that I'm a progressive, liberal, Democrat. You know what I mean? That I could ask them a question and try to get a serious response from them. So we'll be brainstorming the next couple days, and who knows? I might run into Hal out there. I don't know. That'd be cool. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for being here. Man, you guys are awesome. You made my day, and it's a great time hanging out with you. I'll hang out with you again on Saturday, okay? At 11. And right now I'm going to go stretch so I don't pull a hammy bammy. I'm trying to find my outro. There we go.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. Show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes. Might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes. But if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid. But doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, this time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully. Nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about gold chimes, but if we did, I'd be on to glad. So hasta la vista, baby, the show is over, but could I ask you, baby, to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should've stopped a truck driving. Who am I trying to kid? At least when I was out there driving, I could handle the skid. Doing this live stream, baby, it's been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again, right here on the Trucker John live stream. We gonna do it again and again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream, this is where